What is the simple present tense? The simple present tense is a verb tense with two main uses. We use the simple present tense when an action is happening right now or when it happens regularly. Depending on the person, the simple present tense is formed by using the root form or by adding s or es to the end. For example, I feel great. Paulina loves pie. I'm sorry to hear that you're sick. The other is to talk about habitual action or occurrences. For example, Paulina practices the piano every day. Miss Jackson travels during the summer. Hamsters run all night. Now, how to form the simple present tense? In the simple present tense, most regular verbs use the root form, except in the third person singular, which ends in s. For first person singular, for example, I write. Second person singular, you write. The third person singular, he, she, or it writes. Put some s in the end. First person plural, for example, we write. Second person plural, like example, you write. The third person plural, they write. Now for a few verbs, the third person singular ends with es instead of s. Typically, these are verbs whose root form ends in o, ch, sh, th, ss, gh, or z. For example, for first person singular, I go. Second person singular, you go. Third person singular, like he, she, or it goes. Put the es at the end of the verb. First person plural, for example, we go. Second person plural, like you go. The third person plural, they go. Now, for the most regular verbs, you put the negation of the verb before the verb. Like example, she won't go or I don't smell anything. The verb to be is irregular. For the first person singular, I am. For second person singular, you are. For third person singular, he, she, or it is. First person plural, we are. Second person plural, you are. Third person plural, they are. Now, how to make the simple present negative? The formula for making a simple present verb negative is do or does plus not plus root form of verb. Now you can also use the contraction don't or doesn't instead of do not or does not. For example, Paulina does not want to share the pie. She doesn't think there is enough to go around. Her friends do not agree. I don't want pie anyway. To make the verb to be negative, the formula is to be plus not. For example, I am not a pie lover, but Paulina sure is. You aren't ready for such delicious pie. The formula for asking a question in the simple present is do or does plus subject plus root form of verb. For example, do you know how to make a pie? How much does Paulina love pie? Now, common verbs in the simple present like to ask, do not ask, does not ask, to work, do not work, does not work, to call, do not call, does not call, to use, do not use, does not use, to have, do not have, does not have. The verb to be in the simple present. To be like am or not, are or are not, is or is not. I think that's enough about the simple present tense.